So now,
load them up and hit the road. It's SUV season in Hendrick. Shop all your favorite SUVs all in one place. With our largest inventory, over 30,000 vehicles, and 1,000 under 20 grand. Right now, get zero down or no payments for 90 days. That's right, zero down or no payments. SUVs all on sale. Start shopping now and find the right SUV for you at HendrickCars.com.
Our clients are mitigating risks. How are decisions being made? What's the status of information? How do they?
Has been a very bad day for Drake haters, right? A very good day for Drake, but a very bad day for his haters. But they're unraveling, they're panicking, they're spiraling out of control. And I don't know, man, sitting back and watching everything happen, minding my good, broken, highly favored business, it's been a joy to see. Shout out to this creator right here called Jay Roblox. He just dropped a video exposing one of Drake haters that I'm not really too familiar with. So without him, I wouldn't have made this video because I don't know who this dude is. But this dude had Drake the Ranger syndrome. No, truly, it's a sickness, and this dude is sick.
The only people who want to see this nonsense. Drake's so scared to drop it. He knows that this will do 150, right? He knows he says it will be 175, 225 if my curious, right? Other than Marvel movie that has dropped in the last couple of years.
I'm not even gonna laugh at a 50-year-old man sitting in his car on his work break, making a video about a billionaire and how unsuccessful that billionaire is. Because obviously, you know, y'all see the humor in that as well. And again, I'm not even gonna say, hey man, you should not have said that. If you have an opinion, you should be able to critique and criticize anybody. However, here's where the Drake derangement syndrome comes in, and it's really sad to watch. If you're predicting that Drake is gonna sell 100 to 150,000 copies first week because nobody cares about the Drake rollout, nobody cares about the album, Drake is ice cold right now, and that's your opinion, right? You have the right to have that opinion. And then Drake surpasses your expectation. He outsells the 150. He sells like 480, I believe. I believe because, again, you're in media, right? You shouldn't have any biases. You shouldn't, you know, treat this as something personal. Like, you know, you shouldn't be in this delusional one-sided beef with Drake. You don't know who you are. You should be able to come back in that same car you were in, look at the camera and say, hey, I was wrong. Drake surpassed my expectations. Shout out to the brother, man. Because if you are a journalist, a music analyst, a commentator, you shouldn't be in this delusional one-sided beef with Drake. You don't know who you are. You should be objective. And objectivity comes in and say, yo, man,
You have to stop them from
expectations. I didn't know he was going to sell this place. Shout out to Drake. It's a success. But instead, he came back with more Drake derangement syndrome. Now, instead of admitting his wrongs and saying, yo, Drake surpassed my expectations, he then began to try to make whatever Drake did into an L.
You said he was going to do what? 125, 225 if people are interested? Now listen, I'm going to give you some credit because you did try to walk this back a bit. Let's listen to your second video, but this is the video I actually have the most problem. You went back to me saying way back last summer when Ice Man was feeling cold. You said it was 150. Keep in mind, every time I post on Twitter, go to my post. You said it was going to be 150. You may have said that. You may have said it. I may have said it a year ago. I'm not going to allow you to put the goalpost. Now, first, we're going to start with this. You do say a lot, so maybe you don't remember, but I'm here to remind you. You didn't say that last year. You did not say that last summer. In fact, I'm going to attach a picture here. The picture next to is an article from Complex that came out in November, which means you said all of these things about 5 to 6 months ago. The real thing I want to talk about is how you explain the data, because I think that was very misleading. So let's get straight to that. Once down, but we didn't know fast was going to come down. When this time been on top for 24 hours, that thing started to crash and burn. And what they're doing, I'm wondering if you told me what happened, because I had to Google it. The story Google said, yep, it did. Right, it crashed and burned. The thing is, it doesn't have no staying power, it has no hits. And when you don't focus on the hit, you try to make you don't want to not have one. So let's dissect this first. The first thing you say is what goes up must come down, which is in fact true. But you said it is a crash and burn and it has no staying power. I want to welcome you to the Robux School of Numbers. Everyone pay attention. Now, the chart that he has up on his video is showing streaming numbers on a day-by-day basis, and it's showing you basically the change. That's why you'll see some numbers in red. But what he's failing to explain to you is that that is normal. It is absolutely normal for a song not to perform as well on day 2 as it did on day 1. By side comparison of day 1 to day 2 numbers of not just Drake and his previous albums, but also Kendrick Lamar, because that is obviously who people are going to compare him to. So let's take a look at the numbers. We can see here Iceman. Day 1 had 140 million streams. In comparison, day 2 went to 92 million. That's a 34% drop. According to Charles, he says that means it has no staying power. But let's look at that in comparison to other Drake albums. We've seen a 35% drop with CLB. We've seen a 35% drop with Scorpion, which means this falls right into the average. But let's not talk about Drake here. Let's talk about Kendrick Lamar. And we can look with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. From day 1 to day 2, there was a 35% drop.
Shout out to this brother Jay. This was an absolute critical man. Now, I don't know the other dude too well, but I can't even tell you his name. But if people are going to him for serious music takes, then you should question your life decisions, because this is just bad. You know, this is like me calling somebody a bum. Say, man, you can't play basketball, man. Man, listen, man, he's about to average probably like 7 points a game next season. And then next season comes, and he puts up 34 points per game. And then I get to talking, well, yeah, he averaged 34 points per game, but when the playoffs came, he only averaged 27 points per game. He couldn't perform at the highest. You will look at me as an absolute dickhead. Like, bro, what are you talking about? You are a weirdo. If I said, like, if I do, y'all will look at me like a weirdo. It's Stephen Smith in it. Y'all just see Stephen Smith as a weirdo. This is the same thing, bro. So he sells 100 to 150 according to you. He sells over 400, close to 500, and somehow it's still up on your eyes. These dudes are not real music journalists. They're not objective. These dudes' entire thing is they want to be as flagrant as possible to get attention. They have one-sided beef with Drake. They think, like, they think that they're in Kendrick Lamar's entourage, which is all around weird and goofy. But it doesn't just stop with that dude, man. A lot of Drake enemies are having a rough day today, right? So Stevie Knight was doing a reaction to Iceman. And he tried to fact check Drake in real time, and the fact check went horribly wrong.
This is how we said I get some just 100 million streams, and it's no one got questions for nigga.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar reportedly had massive numbers of streams removed across platforms like Spotify as part of a sweeping curve targeting artificial or bot-driven streams. While there was online debate and allegations, most notably from Drake, who accused Kendrick of botting his stream numbers, the details of the lost streams stem from specific streaming purges and natural listening trends. Stream purges during a platform-wide technical cleanup by Spotify, Lamar was reported to have had roughly 235 million streams removed from specific tracks, such as his collaboration with Booth. Other reports of our community's discussions claim even higher sweeping reductions in the buildings. Natural attrition, much of it was lost as polarized numbers, but also attributed to natural defense, following the massive historic spikes caused by the rap beef and Super Bowl performance.
Yo, watch how. Listen, watch, right? Watch how he's about to malfunction when he's forced to now give a general critique of an artist who audience she's been grifting like for a year. And I witnessed this too with the Screwface guy, like Screwface John. Yo, I witnessed this with him, where because he's been grifting that audience for so long, that when it's time to offer up his team, it's the most difficult. You basically put the AP calculus in front of them and told them to solve an equation. They start fluttering, they start stuttering, they start sweating. They cannot give one neutral objective critique because they've been grifting the audience and when they're put in a position where they have to do so, it's like their body goes into survival mode. They start hyperventilating and their body literally starts rejecting the thoughts of critiques because the body understands, hold on, man, we've been grifting this audience for years, man. Hey, but we critique this audience, we lose our source of income, we can't feed ourselves. So the body starts rejecting the criticism. They want to what we did lose 100. No, don't do it, bro. We won't eat. What we won't have dinner today. That's how it's that like. If you critique it, you about to lose your income source. They about to unsubscribe. They about to stop watching you. You about to lose all sorts of income for uttering this critique. So watch how his body is rejecting his thoughts. Because the body understands you cannot critique someone you've been drifting for years. Right? That audience about to
I mean, this whole conversation is a video in itself, man, just as far as human psychology and how perception is reality and how you can perfectly inflate anything, right? Pressing the button, bro. I'm gonna say that I'm pretty sure today, but that's me taking what I like to dive into that a little bit, right? And then it's like, what is the psychology of it all? You know what I'm saying? Like the deed has been done, you know what I mean? And perception is
told you to wait.
Time to switch things up.
Don't care enough about the situation for it to be an issue or change their minds. Like what took place with that beef is imprinted in people's minds, and it will always be such, man. But the fact that this could have taken place, you know what I mean, and we're in the reality of things, it should make people have a whole different perspective on what took place, on what happened, or what transpired, man. But perception is reality, man. Put that people's mind as the winner, man. And it doesn't, at this point, it doesn't matter, right? It don't matter what Drake order, it don't matter what food Drake can provide, what he can say, man. That shockwave that happened through hip hop is going to be imprinted in people's minds and hip hop as long as hip hop exists, right? But but that often exists in a lot of these polarizing events or whatnot, man, right? Something goes down, captivates an audience in some type of way, negatively or positively. There's always something that took place differently that initiated what happened. That was one of, if not the biggest moment in hip hop history. Right? And outside of these fans, people that are willing to look at,
come here,
they side with
show you food.
Tied to their own to change their perspective. And the difficult things to do is change people's minds, period. Right? But I'm definitely willing to dive into that a bit more, based on.
Nigga, what? Yo, Steve Knight is really articulate. This is somebody I've been watching for years on YouTube. Bro, you are articulate any other time. You was articulate in this video. The minute you get to it, they might have been right, man. And it's just kind of this. Now all of a sudden you don't know how to speak anymore. Your body starts projecting your thoughts. right? You can't find the words towards it. Yo, this is some sad stuff, bro. Yo, I sit in a position where I feel so free. You know why I feel so free? Because I don't got no allegiance and no sides, bro. Simple as that, man. Right. I can't confess. Hey, man, I listen to Whacked Out Mirrors multiple times a week. Multiple times a week, I listen to Whacked Out Mirrors. That's one of my favorite songs. I also really love the Drake album. Right? I think Kendrick Lamar is an amazing artist. I think Drake is an amazing artist. I can say those things. You know why? Because I don't have socks, right? When I critique Drake, the Drake fans will get mad at me, call me all type of names. When I critique Kendrick Lamar, his fans will get mad at me. You know what? But I don't care. I can sleep good at night knowing I'm not beholden to anybody or to any fan base. That I haven't drifted a fan base enough to where if I give a critique, I'm sweating bullets and hyperventilating, thinking about them not F with me anymore because I've drifted them. I don't have that. Now, the West Coast also took an L today, man. So, shout out to DJ Head. I like DJ Head, right? Now, not many people on this channel like DJ Head, but I like DJ Head, man. Right now, I don't think DJ Head likes me, but I like DJ Head. DJ Head admits that the West Coast DJs, I want to preface this, man. This is one of the saddest, most just disgusting things I think I've ever heard in my life. DJ Head says that West Coast DJs, more specifically DJs in LA, are so triggered by songs on this Drake album that they requested for DJ Head to remove and edit out the Drake disses so they could play the songs. Yo, I don't ever want to get real hip-hop people, real hip-hop blues. I don't want to hear that nonsense no more, bro. These so-called hip-hop purists on the West Coast don't want to play a rap song because the rap song got disses in it. Well, these are the same people telling Drake,
here.
Man, it's a rap battle, bro. Why you shooting over a rap battle, bro? Why you tricking over a rap battle, bro? This is part of hip-hop. Now the same West Coast hip-hop purists are now so triggered over a rap song with a diss in it, they like want the rap song edited, they put it in their this is just sickening, bro. It's sad. This is nasty stuff, man. Y'all are engaging in it. It's never this serious, yo.
The 2 Hard for the Radio is controversial because on one side, I've gotten that he's intentionally trying to draw the wedge between the but don't buy that, subscribe to that, debate. I'm not contributing to that conversation or a narrative that there's going to be like you're not going to do that for my platform.
Like what you're saying, you don't believe that he's doing it, or you saying it can't? Is it possible to happen?
It's nothing but possible. I'm not participating in that narrative of well, the LA shouldn't support that song because it's him. It's like, no, nigga, the niggas want to hear the record. I'm like, you know what that's cool. But for the people for the DJs, I'll say this, for the DJs who feel conflicted, if you go to djhead.com, you have an edit of 2 Bar for the Radio that you can play without distance. It's just a DJ Head edit that you can play free of charge. You download it. Go to Google.
What did you remove?
Well, he was taking. He said something about mustard. He said something about. It was like a couple things he said. I don't remember the office, but I just remember it was like some little slick he said. So those things have been removed, and you can play the DJ Head version free and clear with guilt free.
Who's the targeted consumer for your game?
For my edit, for DJs.
Where?
In LA.
Because we don't want to disrespect them.
Because people feel conflicted about playing a song that's taking shots at the homies. So this one doesn't happen.
A little contradiction.
Shout out to Gina Views, man. Gina, we had the same reaction as you, man. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. Now, when he says DJ, is he referring to people on the radio? Because that's even worse. Like, if DJs on the radio and saying, we not playing a hip-hop song because they got disses, and they are the literal gatekeepers, like, to hip-hop to, like, what? Like 10 million people in LA County? I think that's kind of absurd. Like, that is crazy and insane.
Yeah, it is.
But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? All right? Y'all can be, you know, that DJs, you know, refusing to play a song because they got this West Coast people on it. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen, to find out why exactly Lil Durk is receiving really bad news today. The fans just gave Lil Durk the worst news of his life. I'm gonna see you guys in this Lil Durk video. Click the hype button below. Send me a hype if you really want to support. That's the best way to show support. I'm gonna see you guys in this Lil Durk video. Out of here, folks. Peace.
Good evening, my booty miscreant muskrats of the molligating internet. I think I just made up the word molligating. Malignant? Malignant would be a better word. Malignant is just evil. Molligating, that should be a fun word. Molligate. Somebody tell me if that's a real word or if I just made it up. And if I made it up, please give me credit for it. Please quote me in your obituary saying that molligation is a word that Charles made. As a matter of fact, go ahead and figure out if somebody is actually passing away. Go look up obituaries in your area. Go up and talk because nobody knows who that person is throughout their entire life. Go ahead and say, you know, Charles made a new word yesterday, and then play my video over the screen, and then put my face on the photo of the person at the funeral to let them know that I'm going to email them and son them and little boy them. Because that'd be funny. I think if you just do funny stuff like that forever, and everybody just starts so weak and insanity pretty much normalized until we start outclassing the original insane people. So when insanity has to peak up, and then we can get a new baseline for insane people, and then we can actually start getting a lot more mental health to be diagnosed. Yeah. Because if everybody's insane, then no one is. What Syndrome say? If no one's super, no one will be. That'd be fantastic. But we're not here to talk about my future plans for world domination. Yeah, we're a little bit crazy. Yo, baby, we're here to talk about am I the a-hole? For what exactly? Oh, for refusing to serve guests at my mom's wake. Huh? Here. What's it? Just based off I want to talk about the title alone. I went to a funeral recently, and they had Chick-fil-A, just catered by Chick-fil-A, and that was really fun. I was like, whoa, this is great. This homophobic chicken is getting crazy. Always. I was eating it because I was hungry and starving. And someone came up to me and said, you're eating Chick-fil-A at the funeral? I was like, yeah, there's like a spread of food. And then she said, oh, I didn't realize there's a spread here. But it's Chick-fil-A, so, you know, they're not good. I said, okay, I mean, the food tastes crazy. I'm going to eat Chick-fil-A. She said, oh, you don't support gay people? I said, I mean, I don't support myself in most things that I do. I'm pretty gay, I mean, this sandwich. And then they said, you're just a bigot. I said, I suppose so. And then I proceeded to enjoy the hell out of that sandwich. I don't know. I'm starving. I'm not going to starve myself for that little moment.
I have completely abandoned ChatGPT. It just keeps failing me time after time after time, and I can't stand it.
I know. All theories that are going to make us question everything. Thank you, Mr. Jones, for the video.
This is the reason why I stay my out of the deep sea. I don't do cruises no more, and if it's not a bathtub or pool, I'm not getting in it. I
understand.
The blue whale is the same size as a 737 Boeing jet. You heard what I just said? I go down the rabbit hole and I find out that the blue whale is the biggest whale in the world. Seeing that this whale can grow to be 110 feet long and weigh up to 165 tons. And people want to talk about let's go on a cruise. You got something swimming underwater the size of 3 school buses. 3 large school buses. Do you have any idea what 165 tons is? Look at this right here. 165 tons is basically 330,000 pounds. Come on, man. Now, this is what makes the ocean so scary. The ocean is right here on Earth, and it's the most unexplored place here.
People say they go to space, but they never say they explore the ocean. Do you know what's down there in that ocean? You got it like this. That's down there in that ocean. And then they say blue whales are peaceful. What about when they're not peaceful?
Pick your hero.
What if they ever feel like, you know what? I don't feel like being peaceful today. I don't want to find out.
Thank you, Jay Miller, for the videos.
Norwegian salmon because it's poisonous.
Poisonous. They have like.
And they will put in like every 10 days. Yeah.
The web of life and destiny is fragile. Someone has to protect it. 30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. So, did you
Don't let me know if I'm crazy. I'm on solo take Magneto. I put my shield up, my shield run out. I'm like, dang, it's a lot of damage. I put my bubble up, my bubble pop.
Really?
I said, dang, I said, yo, healers, are y'all getting gold? Because I can't stay up, I'm not getting enough heals. Invis says, I'm the only one healing you. Luna's diving. I said, what do you mean Luna's diving? It's a two-healer comp. I said, Luna, why are you diving? He said to me,
Luna's a big dog. She does crazy damage.
It's not the point that she does crazy damage, bruh. It's two healers. It's just me and Invis on solo take. Like, what are you doing?
I've got to imagine.
Y'all let me know if I'm crazy. I'm on solo take Magneto. I put my shield up, my shield run out. I'm like, damn, it's a lot of damage. I put my bubble up, my bubble pop. I said, hey, I said, yo, healers, are y'all getting gold? Because I can't stay up, I'm not getting enough heals. Invis says, I'm the only one healing you. Luna's diving. I said, what do you mean Luna's diving? It's a two-healer comp. I said, Luna, why are you diving?
Thanks for the shield.
He said to me,
Luna's a big dog. She does crazy damage.
It's not the point that she does crazy damage, bro. It's two healers. It's just me and Invis on solo team. Like, what are you doing?
I've got to imagine.
This is gonna hurt.
Y'all let me know if I'm crazy. I'm on solo take Magneto. I put my shield up, my shield run out. It's a lot of damage. I put my bubble up, my bubble pop. I said, dang, I said, yo, healers, are y'all getting gold? Because I can't stay up, I'm not getting enough heals. Invis says, I'm the only one healing you. Luna's diving. I said, what do you mean Luna's diving? It's a two-healer comp. I said, Luna, why are you diving? He said to me,
Luna's a big dog. She does crazy damage.
It's not the point that she does crazy damage, bruh. It's two healers. It's just me and Invis on solo team. Like, what are you doing?
I've got to imagine.
Y'all let me know if I'm crazy. I'm on solo team Magneto. I put my shield up, my shield run out. I'm like, dang, it's a lot of damage. I put my bubble up, my bubble pop. I said, dang, I said, yo, healers, are y'all getting gold? Because I can't stay up, I'm not getting enough heals. Invis says, I'm the only one healing you. Luna's diving. I said, what do you mean Luna's diving? It's a two-healer comp. I said, Luna, why are you diving? He said to me,
Luna's a big dog. She does crazy damage.
It's not the point that she does crazy damage, bruh. It's two healers. It's just me and Invis on solo team. Like, what are you doing?
I've got to imagine.
Y'all let me know if I'm crazy. I'm on solo team Magneto. I put my shield up, my shield run out. I'm like, dang, it's a lot of damage. I put my bubble up, my bubble pop. I said, dang, I said, yo, healers, are y'all getting dope?
Before you attack, get ready. starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready to?
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
You
Got
are my
it?
prey.
If ever a place needed some light. Jeez.
We are in the front. Prepare yourselves.
My friends are here! It's fighting time!
I'm vulnerable.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
My strength.
The moon haunts you. Is yours.
My aim is true.
Daddy. Daddy.
What? No.
My aim is true. Let's just compromise.
Us against the world.
Powerful healing.
Pulse charge. Fire. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
My strength is renewed.
Enemy tag. You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Careful. Moon Knight has placed an arm. Hit.
Co-op time! Don't worry about the update. Glory is almost yours!
Much better.
I am ready to put on a show! It's fighting time!
Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
We may be outnumbered, but not outmatched.
Control lock! I'm hurt. Cold. I was worried.
We are only given so many chances to shine. Tremble before fast!
Still got an edge.
Watch your step. This place is teeming with spider-bots. Jolliak.
Your team's capture progress is past the halfway point.
Everything hurts.
Us against the world! It's fighting time! They're ready for combo! Let's keep ready until we have a winner. Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
Leo, what's wrong?
You're chasing me. Hey, Mom, have you seen my Nintendo? Mom, why won't you listen to me?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Leo, what's wrong?
You're chasing me.
We've got a time stream to put back together, Tony.
Hey,
Isn't
Mom,
it still under
have you
warranty?
seen my Nintendo? Mom, why won't you listen to me?
I like hanging around Groot because he gets me. My turn.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it? Dum, 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 dum.
Leo, what's wrong?
Light Force is in preparation. No! Mine's in place. The mission area is yours.
The spider controlling my suit is small, but fierce. Just like me.
See, this is a nice.
You're up, little one.
Armored up.
Mine's in place.
Pulse charge. Fire. No more spider nets. I'll patch you up.
Systems restoring. We're better when we work together. Mine's in place. You know what to do, spiders?
All right, Ty. Now we really have to attack. Follow enemy tag. Follow them.
Mine's in place.
Don't mind the enemy's help. Just dying. You're welcome.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Time for some fireworks.
The moon haunts
I am ready to put on a show.
Time for some fireworks.
It's spider time!
Woohoo! I know that sound. Systems restoring. Mine's in place.
I'll stretch the world. Glory is almost yours.
You're up, little one. Time for some fireworks. This is gonna hurt.
the moon haunts you.
It's spider time!
Pulse charge. Fire.
I'm counting on you, friend. Mine's in place.
Control lost.
Spiders get the job done.
Coming through. That's the boost I need. This.
Let's pop.
Don't count us out yet.
This is a nice spot.
Still got an edge.
We're better when we work together.
Watch this spot.
I'm counting on you, friend. This is gonna hurt. Powering up.
The moon haunts you.
Time for some fireworks. Capture progress is past the halfway point. Watch out! Time for some fireworks. Co-op time! Time up! It's spider time! This is gonna hurt. Just get the job done. Mine's in place. I am ready to put on a show. Our mission target.
Assemble!
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Excellent. Wow.
Steve Harvey just did an interview going off on Diddy and explaining why Diddy deserves to be in prison. But coincidentally enough, the same week, Stevie J did an interview explaining why Diddy is innocent and why Diddy is currently in jail because he did win against the higher-ups. Let's take a look at Stevie J explaining why Diddy is innocent first.
You know what I'm saying? Because the last year has been quite, quite a ride for me. The last year and a half, as you witness, I was the only one holding my homie down before.
Yeah.
Who's the homie?
Diddy.
That's funny.
He stood behind me and told down. Diddy ain't have no friend. He had Stevie J.
That's how the guys supplant. And after all of that, and after seeing who was really truly your corner, who's rocking with you and all that, man, I left a whole bunch of faith because alone just started, just rocking with me and my family.
It's hard to understand that somebody's in there going through something like that. So whatever the outcome is for Diddy and everything, like, salute to you as a man for being like, that's my homie, like, I'm gonna, this version of it, so I can only respect them.
You're talking about all the kids and this and all this, and raping this, all that stuff. Where did all of that go? Out the garbage. It went to, you know what I'm saying? To have billions of dollars and be able to stand on your own. The man don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're working for the man and you say, I'm gonna go to Mexico and check my tequila out and to make sure they put the agave in. But they're not putting the agave in, they're putting all sugar in it. So he was like, yo, we're putting sugar. So they don't want a black man sticking up there. So whether it's on a level down here or it's a level down there, one must stick up. So
there's a spectrum when it comes to this Diddy conversation. Stevie J and Steve Harvey exist on opposite ends. Now, both sides, both ends have valid opinions. Like Stevie J saying, hey, listen, Diddy getting a Fed indictment based upon a lawsuit that Cassie filed right around the time he's going up against some powerful billionaires is a little suspicious. Hey, you caught me. I agree. Right? I 1,000% agree. Right? Now, even if you look at what Diddy was convicted of, a violation of the Mann Act, that right there alone, there's never been a sentence like longer than 6 months for the Mann Act, and 99.9% of convictions for the Mann Act leads to probation. Diddy getting multiple years in prison for that is kind of odd, right? It's odd for sure. But the other end of the spectrum, right, that Steve Harvey exists on, they got a point as well. Diddy has been known as a monster in the industry for a while now. Long before Diddy went up against billionaires, who owns a liquor company. Diddy was known as a monster. There's been like horror stories about Diddy in the industry for years. Diddy has gotten away with a lot of really bad things. He was a bad guy. And when they see Diddy in jail, especially after seeing the Cassie video, they're like, yeah, he's a terrible human being and he deserves to be in prison. That's fair as well. I'm just shocked that Steve Harvey said it publicly, right?
I tried to be a gentleman. Be fair. Don't talk to them in that way. Treat women with kindness and respect. If you're that guy, you'll survive.
You're controlling my suit is small, but fierce.
And
Just
then if
like
you're
me.
not that guy, you won't survive that area. He's in prison right now. And you've been watching it. You turned into Puffy. You don't respect it. Don't do some time. You understand? And he was on it. Really get it together.
Why do you think that would be? Is it because you're living a life where there are no boundaries? You get whatever you want whenever you want. You've done everything you possibly have. And there are no boundaries, so you just keep going further and further. Is that why you think?
Yeah, you have to. Like I said, you have to practice acts of kindness. You've got to be a gentleman to it. I'm not saying, look, man, there is that half order one shit. Okay, cool, I got that. And Puffy was doing all this. Well, let me tell you something. And he was giving away with that video.
The one in the hotel room, you mean?
It's like you shouldn't be going, wait a minute, hold it, man. What you doing? I mean, look, for you to be a public figure, wrap a towel around yourself and run down a public hallway, not knowing who was at that elevator. It could have been other people at that elevator. But you go and the door to this girl. So now that's what we call. That's the one that's walking in front of the elevator. My goodness, what's been going on when you enter in front of the elevator?
I think PlayHop is for kids, but let me prove you wrong. There are many different types of games on PlayHop, such as simulators, puzzles, arcades, and sports. Basically, there's something for everyone. My favorite games are strategies with multiplier gates, because there's nothing more satisfying than watching your army grow from 1 to 1,000,000. For real, PlayHop has more than 20,000 games for you to discover, so you'll never get bored. And it's a great way to connect with new and old friends. So what are you waiting for? Play now for free.
Ready to help. Mine's in place.
Your accuracy percentage!
I looked in the part of the train movie. That sounds dirty, doesn't it? I don't know girls can be so funny.
Yeah, I get it.
Stop. After that train.
It's not that train is a throwback comedy big satire of people in deep, deep peril.
Time for some fireworks.
I love the genre of the disaster mainly because he arrives at the wrong context.
I was on this movie Armageddon, it's Romy and Michelle, airplane, beats,
Of course, it
Having a great time saying all the things. My name is Jimmy Davis, and I am a name's test, and I am a filthy, bright-eyed, young, stupid-ass. I just got I have none of those things. I'm ginger is the better actor. I know for a fact that she's a two-faced bitch who lies and cheats and steals. And that's why she's my best friend.
There is a very fabulous train with some very fabulous gals on it. I have worked at train, I saw the same thing.
And then I move on with, the dancers on it because they real elegant.
Apparently this is first class. But that face of you.
The fight that my father began.
That Cassie lawsuit will actually tell you exactly what Diddy did off camera. See, I give nuanced takes, and because I came out and said, yo, this Diddy sentence is a bit harsh for what he was convicted of. Diddy was found not guilty of trafficking, right? And just because I don't believe that Diddy is a trafficker doesn't mean that I believe that Diddy is not an abusive boyfriend. He's 100% an abusive boyfriend, all right? But trafficking means force and coercion, and I don't think Diddy trafficked Cassie nor Jane Dunn. And that was just my take on the stance. But when Diddy came out and apologized, yo, that apology, many people say, yo, Diddy apologized for what took place on camera. Why can't we forgive and move on? I hear you, and I was somewhere where you were at until trial started. And when trial started, and I heard what Diddy did after that apology, I said, all right, bro. Yo, this man has not learned a thing. Diddy didn't, reform himself overnight. Diddy is still the same person he was before the apology and before this came out.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you gotta do that. I had rock bottom. I made no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. Disgusting. I was disgusted then when I did it, I'm disgusted now. When I sought out professional help, I had to go into therapy, to go to rehab. I asked God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. I'm committed to be a better Nick each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Right after that apology, while under federal investigation, Diddy beat up Jane Doe, which is 50 Cent's baby mama. Diddy, while under federal investigation, right, because Jane Doe came to testify, she testified that Diddy brutalized her in June of 2024. Right? Diddy kicked in her door, choked her, and punched and kicked her while she was repeatedly curled up on the ground. So, like what? Like, should I say, hey man, Diddy apologize? Yeah, he apologized and then went and did it to another woman. So, no, I don't think Diddy is a good person. I salute Steve Harvey though, because Steve Harvey right now is one of the few celebrities who have came out against Diddy after his sentence. Like, while Diddy was in the trial or while he was locked up, every celebrity has something to say about Diddy because they thought Diddy was in jail for life, man. The minute Diddy got sentenced to like 2 years, man, they started thinking, man, bro, he's coming back out and he's gonna get back to the top again. Like, Diddy is gonna reign at the top once more, right? Because hip hop and, and his audience and the toxic masculinity that we bask and live in don't really care about you putting your hands on women.
When I first learned about geothermal, like this product was amazing.
How did you get interested in this whole space? Then we'll dig in.
See what I did there?
Yes, sir. For thousands of years, humans have been taking advantage of the fact that the ground is generally 55 degrees to either heat or cool very.
This is gonna hurt.
This settlement check completely changed my life. It came from a car accident I almost forgot about. I never imagined something this could come from an accident that felt so small at the time. If you've been in any kind of vehicle accident in the past 2 years, even if you think it was minor, even if you were just a passenger, you might be entitled to far more than you realize. Here's my story. I was stopped at a red light when bam, a distracted driver slammed into the other behind me. My neck felt a little stiff, but the car seemed okay. We exchanged info and I drove home. Big mistake. Over the next few weeks, the pain got worse. I started missing work. My car developed issues I hadn't noticed right away. The insurance company tossed me a tiny offer and basically said, take it or leave it. I almost did. Then my sister's boyfriend Marcus told me about something called 3 cases out. He said, dude, just answer 4 questions. What's the worst that could happen? At first I thought he was exaggerating, but he had used the exact same tool after his own accident and told me it changed everything. So I clicked the link, answered 4 simple questions, and in less than 30 seconds, it told me I might actually qualify for a real settlement. I figured, yeah, right, but I had nothing to lose. A couple of months later, I was holding a settlement check that was dozens of times higher than what insurance first offered me. And here's where it gets crazy. I shared this play with 5 people I know in doing accidents. My co-worker Diana, just a passenger named Eva, thought she had many friends. He ended up with a life-changing settlement. My neighbor Kevin thought his accident from over a year ago was too late. It wasn't. My cousin Ashley, a bike accident with a car door. My buddy Ryan swore it was too minor to matter if he was wrong. Even my mom's friend Janet, she's in her late 60s, barely uses technology, but with some help she filed and was shocked at the result. 5 people, 5 different situations, and all of them discovered they were entitled to way more than they should. Here's what nobody tells you. Insurance companies have one goal, to pay you as little as possible. They count on you not knowing your rights, but this tool changes everything. You don't need to understand law. You don't need to hunt for some random attorney. You just click the link below this video, answer 4 basic questions, and it instantly checks if your case qualifies. If you do, they connect you with a specialist who handles everything. No upfront fees, no court dates, no fighting insurance companies yourself. A year ago, I would have accepted that the only insurance payout and considered myself lucky. But knowledge is power. Diana was just a passenger. Kevin thought this case was expired. Ryan thought this was too minor. Even Janet, who can barely send a text, discovered what was possible. The craziest part? Most accident victims leave massive amounts of money to the government, simply because they don't know a tool like this exists. Insurance companies love when you stay in the dark. If you're watching this video right now, which means you don't have to, whether you are driving, riding as a passenger, walking, cycling, or even in Uber, if someone else was your accident in the past 2 years, you deserve to know what can actually be entitled. Don't make the same mistakes I made. Don't let insurance companies dictate what your claim is worth. Click the link below, answer 4 simple questions, and see if your accident qualifies. If you do, the 3-case evil scheme does the heavy lifting for you. You just wait for answers. Thousands of people across the country have already done this and discovered settlements they never thought of. Imagine the relief of finally covering bills, paying down debt, or getting back on your feet after such a stressful experience. But you'll never know unless you pay. The clock is ticking. Don't wait until it's too late. Click the link now and discover what your case will be. 3 case results. 30 seconds, 4 questions. Start today.
You'll need a top-notch team to
The
win
only
this
thing that's gonna have an effect on Diddy's career is all the homosexual activities we heard Diddy did during trial. Anything outside of that, forget about it. Something interesting though that Steve Harvey also said during his interview, he said that he stayed away from Diddy purposefully before all of this because he already heard too much about Diddy that he didn't like, so he deliberately stayed away from Diddy. This other guy as well, he will say that he also met Diddy, all right, when Diddy was in Dubai or when Diddy, like traveled in overseas. And because of the video with Cassie, he can never go back to being cool with Diddy again.
Now you know it's got to have been magnified back then. So now you're just not a good person.
30 seconds before
You know,
you
man,
attack.
you
Get ready.
can't run it like that because now you got to pay. And the thing about seeing
one of the few here who has a
seeing
battle
costs
plan.
you more than you want to
How
pay
do I
and make you
factor
stay
in?
longer than you want to stay. And that's what he is now. And he had the power to do whatever you want to do, but just because you can do something, don't mean you should. You got money. I have some money. But bro, I don't take this money home. This ain't the time to spread it all over the back. That ain't how it works, man. And then you get to have this life that you have. This baby is a decent guy. It's no way this love to get not you're not mistaken, but you're a decent guy. You fast guy. You stand on father. People call it. That's how you get your life. You don't do that, you got to do it.
I think you get now as a man, when I see another man lay a hand on a woman, for me that is the lowest, because I feel like it's a reflection on us. We're men. You should never be verbally or physically, but hard. So when I saw that video, so I met you before, came out to Dubai, party here and here. Very charismatic, a great guy. I wanted to be with him. When it was all fun. When I saw that video, like you did, that was because wow.
You as a man looking at that video, you go, you're home.
Yeah.
I know some real tough people.
Yeah.
I got some friends, man, that's been gangsters. The whole time they've been alive.
Including which side you're on.
They old gangsters now. They saw that video and was, yo,
Right heroes could make all the difference.
Yeah.
What's the matter with old boy? Steve, what's up with this dude? Hey man, we need to put some hands on him.
Did you ever have a relationship with him? Did you ever cross paths?
I mean, I knew him, yeah, but we've never been that type of kid. There was some things that I had heard about that kept me away from it. You know, I got invited. Hey man, we throwing a party. See, you don't see me nowhere. You don't see me. I think my brand different. I'm not going to the party. I don't go to the white party, blue party, the pink party, the panic party. I ain't at nobody's party. Steve Harvey going home. You can't take my picture if I'm at home.
To me, that explains a lot. Because when these celebrities talk about this Diddy situation, it's almost as if they have like a black cloud over their head. Because we've seen a lot of them in pictures at these Diddy parties. I think when Cat Williams did the Kevin Hart roast, Cat Williams says, yo, Kevin Hart being at these Diddy parties is not an indictment or proof he did anything wrong. Kevin Hart getting silent when the Diddy parties come up is proof he did something wrong. So, Steve Harvey said, man, I'm not at these parties hanging out with Diddy. And that's probably why Steve Harvey is able to come out and speak freely about Diddy, opposed to other people who can't really speak freely. Because the fact there, Diddy had a lot of black people tapes with a lot of people. Diddy recorded everything. And a lot of your favorite celebrities were at these parties acting a fool. Probably had coke up their nose. Listen, the most wholesome people you probably had coke up their nose. Right? In menage a trois with men and women. And Diddy probably got those tapes with him. And, you know, they know better than, than piss on that demon, bruh. Because, the fans didn't get all the tapes. And Diddy gonna be out in a couple years. I don't know, man. Hey, y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Whose side do you guys on? Steve Harvey or Stevie J? Or do you guys feel like both have good points and bad points? Let me know, okay? If you're still watching this video, and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video right here to find out how today has been a very bad day for great haters. Right? It's very bad, but it's also, like it blew my freaking mind when I like did this video and seeing what was going on. So you don't want to miss it. Click on this video as well. And if you're still watching this video, click the hype button and send me a hype if you want to support. I'm gonna see you guys in this video where I break down how today has been a very bad day for great haters. Out of here, folks. Peace.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? If so, you need to stop now and immediately call an experienced auto accident attorney. Look at this check for $237,000. This settlement and many others like it were payments our team of legal experts obtained for our clients. If you have not been in an auto accident, feel free to skip this video. We don't want to waste your time. But for those of you still watching, I'm going to share the best way for you to achieve the maximum settlement. The right attorney can help you get top compensation for your vehicle or property damage, medical bills, lost income, and pain and suffering. To obtain the most compensation for your car accident, we need to know if the accident was not your fault, if you were injured, and if the accident happened within the last 2 years. If this matches your circumstances and you have not spoken with an attorney, you need to call us now. Do not speak to insurance companies or the other party without legal guidance. Saying the wrong thing can absolutely destroy your case and reduce or even eliminate your settlement amount. Don't
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. If you've been hurt, our firm's got a home field advantage.
Mike's team scored me 1 point. Hello. Welcome to PokeWell, where we've been turning children's cardboard into generational wealth for almost a year now. How may I secure your financial future today?
Hey Tim, I just wanted your opinion on my current portfolio.
Absolutely. What are we working with?
Well, I ran out of room in my apartment, so I had to rent out a storage unit.
Very bullish. Love it. Continue.
Right now, I mainly just have regular prismatic ETBs, Pokemon Squishmallows, and about 300 mini-tins.
Incredible diversification, first of all.
Hey, thanks, man. You know, my girlfriend left me last week, but she really just didn't understand the long-term wealth opportunities here.
Cards before hoes.
So should I buy more?
Can you still physically walk through your storage unit?
Yes.
Then yes.
How much?
A lot more room for growth. Have a nice day, Steve.
My name is Dave.
Hello. Welcome to PokeWell, where we help adults who refuse to grow up turn their Pokemon cards into retirement plans.
We need to talk.
How can I help you, sir?
You said sealed never loses. My prismatic ETBs are down 50% since you told me to buy them.
Historically.
Don't hit me with historically. I quit my job to do this.
tell you to quit your job, sir.
And now we're getting another
You'll need a
refresh.
top-notch team to
Your
win this
Discord
one.
said we weren't getting any more.
To be fair, sir, the Discord is full of men with usernames like Moonbrion Daddy 69.
I want a refund.
Good luck with those flips. I mean, prismatic GTVs.
You.
Thank you.
I better get my refund.
Seriously.
Do you?
Next caller. Hello, welcome to Pokemon, where we take advantage of your midlife crisis to line our own pockets. How can I help you today?
Hey Tim, I already asked Reddit, now I'm asking you. The Ascended Hero, sell or hold?
This is the best set we've literally ever gotten.
Well, what do I do with it though?
We are never going to get a good set again that people will like ever again. Hold until you're about to.
Can I cancel my subscription?
30 seconds before you
Next
attack.
caller,
Get
hello.
ready.
Welcome to Pokewealth. How can you make me, how can I make you rich today?
We got a lot in common.
Oh, hey there, Tom. What can I do for you, Mr. Nook, sir? No need that. No need to crack any caps. I've been doing tons of consultation calls, so I will have you on money very soon, Mr. Nook. Very soon.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Yes. What is going on, y'all? Gimme. I honestly think y'all are staying as low as humanly possible out there so you don't end up sitting in front of the camera, get into your house with a bunch of still Pokemon products stored behind you. Before we even get started, I want to apologize for any audio issues. The air conditioner is running super loud. It's like 90 degrees, and my microphones are currently not working, so I'm gonna need to get myself a new microphone. So if there's any like wind tunnel-esque noise in the background of me speaking, that's what that is, and I apologize, but I'm definitely not turning my fucking air conditioner off because it's hot shit out. Anyway, guys, I was minding my business, scrolling through Pokemon Instagram reels just yesterday, and I kept getting these super annoying reels popping up from Investor Bros. A bunch of dudes talking about the Bumper Store promo, the fucking the Rayquaza in the back. It's so stupid. Listening to these people is just this slop garbage. It's some of the dumbest, low IQ slop content that is out there in the Pokemon space right now. I literally felt my brain matter melting inside of my skull. For all that aside, I also see the thoughts for some reason of Ruby from Alpha Investment. Now, I watch these videos. I'm not an avid watcher of investor content. I see clips here and there. I'm generally aware about the things that he's talking about and the things he does. But I've never sat down and watched an Alpha Investments video. It's nothing personal. It's just that's not my type of content. I find it so boring. And at this point in time, I find it to be quite cringe as well. But to be fair, I think all of our content can be cringe. Like, we're all pretty cringy. But see, the subculture that is Investor Bros in the Pokemon hobby, Rudy is like their lord and savior. His word is law. What he preaches is essentially their Bible. We'll hear Rudy give his opinion about a topic to the Pokemon feed, and then immediately after that, we will hear about 200 other Investor Bros just repeating the same shit he said for their slop content. But a lot of them genuinely take things that he says to heart. Like, if Rudy says it, it must be true. Now, I want to make it clear that although I'll be picking on Rudy a little bit in this video, it's not a personal thing. I don't have anything against him. I don't even know all that much about him. I just happen to see these very recent takes of his that are just horrible. They're just beyond goofy, and I completely disagree with all three of the takes we're going to talk about today. And I know there's plenty of people out there that would be disagree with my takes as well. This is not like a personal, this is not a fake video. Don't come and attack me. Like, this is not that serious. We're just talking about Pokemon cards. But there's 3 takes today that I saw on not so we're going to start with this one first.
They are intentionally not making booster boxes. There's no other way around that conversation. They are intentionally not doing it. It's been like 10 sets. You start with power, ME1, ME2, ME3. Oh, I don't even have to list like ME3. I got to do publication yourself with ME4 next week. I think that's ME2.5. Send me Barney. What, like booster ball or something fucking supposed to. Like, it's intentional.
I didn't know if it's practical to do, and then it was just different. You can do this. Like, the market doesn't have the ability to do off because we just really fucking over.
Watch me go! I am ready to put on a show!
So this is probably one of the dumbest investing takes that I see circulating online. This circulates quite a bit online, and this is just simply a dumb way to think. The way that the investor folks genuinely describe Pokemon as children's arcade and world life until cartel, it's just mind-boggling. But a lot of people genuinely believe that Pokemon is intentionally limiting the production of their products to preserve the sanctity of sealed collections sitting in grown men's closets. I hear this horrendous take from countless investor bros online. Scroll through r/Poke Investing, you will see a ton of this. Pokemon brings their products to be scarce. Try and invest in it. Let me break it down for you real quick why this is such a goofy take. It's a completely silly concept. Pokemon has a lifetime revenue of about $150 billion. Billions of dollars. The franchise generates about $10 to $12 billion annually. They are the single largest IP in the world and the highest grossing media franchise of all time. The Pokemon Company wouldn't give two shits about your fairy tale cardboard investment. I'm not even trying to be an asshole saying that to you guys. That's just how it is. They genuinely would not care less if they fucking flopped. They do not concern themselves with the peasantry that is just secondary market. This all reminded me of a quote from Tywin Lannister in Game of Thrones. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. If you guys haven't seen Game of Thrones, though, Tywin Lannister is the richest man in the Seven Kingdoms. And the quote that he says in the show when he's talking to one of his kids is, "A lion did not concern himself with the opinions of the sheep." I feel like that's a fitting comparison. Pokemon doesn't give a fuck about the secondary market. They do not care about you using their products as investments. Because the truth is they have no reason to care about that. In fact, if they do think about it, all they probably think is that you guys are fucking idiots, stacking shiny cardboard like they're diamonds. Like, they probably think y'all are fucking stupid. Okay, but here's why I believe this to be true, alright? For starters, the Pokemon Company's main goal is to sell and make money. They do this with or without you investing in their products. The Pokemon Company receives their cash as soon as they sell all of their products to wholesale distributors, because the distributors, they pay in advance to secure their allocation. So the Pokemon Company has long made their money before you go into the store and buy a booster pack. Artificial scarcity does nothing for them financially. It does not help them. In fact, you could make an argument that artificial scarcity is actually harmful to the brand, because parents get frustrated, shelves are empty, and casual fans start leaving the hobby. Another reason that the idea that the Pokemon Company is purposefully restricting supply is goofy is because Pokemon is currently printing more cards than they literally ever have before. There are reports that the Pokemon Company actually increased their production supply regarding Pokemon cards from 1 to 2 billion cards annually to over 10 billion cards annually. This started during the Sword and Shield era and has only continued. That's an insane increase in production. So when investors talk about modern products being like secretly scarce, that argument becomes really hard to support, seeing how many cards have been printed. Adding to all of that, Pokemon historically does reprint heavily. We have seen all of this before. People saying, "Oh, we're never going to print this set again. This is it. This is the last chance to get this set." In every single era of Pokemon, we reprint this. And suddenly pellets appear like 6 months later, and everybody panics. I'm not saying that happens in the sets that people are not, that they shouldn't have an answer. We don't know. Nobody actually knows if things are getting reprinted or not, or when things are getting reprinted. Pokemon doesn't release that sort of information, so if anybody claims to know otherwise, lying to you, but it has happened in the past, like Pokemon has heavily reprinted all these unofficial sets, which further weakens the claim that they're intentionally trying to produce artificial scarcity because they have something to do. They have nothing to gain. They don't need to gain anything. Now, there's some people lying to you guys about, when sets will reprint or if sets will reprint. None of them have history. So let's talk examples. And that's the impact. First up, we have Lowering Skies. Lowering Skies boxes exploded in price when it came out. Everybody wanted this product, and Pokemon hit it with a major reprint, and the price crashed insanely hard. Ultra Prism became extremely expensive at a certain point. Everybody believed the print run was limited. People genuinely believed that this set would never receive a reprint, and then boom, the reprint hits the market, prices drop substantially. Vivid Voltage, another great example. Out-of-print rumors being spread constantly, prices go up, set was impossible to find, and we get a large Vivid Voltage reprint and boom, price is correct. So yeah, Pokemon isn't doing any of this on purpose. They're not intentionally not printing these products. They've had them printing for them for likely over a year, if not longer, and they're not going to change their printing thing. It just comes down to that. But that doesn't mean that they're purposefully creating artificial scarcity or that they're not reaching themselves. I also want to add this because I forgot to put this on there. The reason that Pokemon doesn't print more booster boxes as opposed to other ancillary products is simply because booster boxes are not as money efficient as a lot of those other products are for them. At the end of the day, the ancillary products just have way better profit margins. They can take a couple packs and spread them across products like ETBs, tins, collection boxes, all those products. Those products are also cheaper for like your average consumer just going to a Target. Most people aren't going in there to buy, a $120 booster box. They would much rather buy a couple packs or an ETB or a tin or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's just more affordable for most people. So it's a win-win for the consumer and the Pokemon company to be able to have cheaper items on the shelf and also have higher profit margins for themselves. But this doesn't mean that they're intentionally creating booster box scarcity. That is absolutely not what's happening. They're still printing more booster boxes than they literally ever have today. It's just that demand is higher in general, so that's why it seems like they're scarce. But there's no secret intentions of keeping booster boxes off the shelves. That is just the silliest take I've ever heard. Let's move on to the next clip.
Say, I don't give a shit. Let me be honest with you guys. This channel was built on me just being blunt and giving you an honest opinion. $10 booster packs is normal. People thinking Pokemon packs should be $3, $4 is not normal. They should have never been $2 a booster pack. Why the fuck is a $10 booster pack of Pokemon in the hottest market of all time, releasing phenomenal products, in an economy that supports this kind of thing, and inflation and money trying to go burp? Why is $10 booster packs in Pokemon this big fucking deal?
This one is especially insane because it's basically openly admitting that children should be priced out of the hobby. Nothing says a healthy hobby like a 9-year-old having to use Klarna to pay for some booster packs. I've heard this take from nostalgianomics as well. I think this is just an absolute shit take. Booster packs shouldn't be more expensive. They don't need to be more expensive. Most retail stores are still selling them for between $4 and $6 a pack. So I'm not sure where this jump to Pokemon cards should be $10 a pack came from. I guess because that's what they're selling for on the secondary market. That's not what they should be for though. That's people scalping them and selling them for double. And alluding to it should be that way or it's good for the hobby in some way is just incorrect. The more expensive the hobby is, the less people have access to the hobby. More expensive packs equal higher barrier to entry, which inevitably leads to less children being introduced to the hobby, less casual collectors being able to participate in the hobby, and therefore less long-term growth. The reason Pokemon is so popular is because it's always been very easily accessible for people. And what's so funny to me is the people who say this shit, like the Rudies and the Alexes that claim that booster packs should be $10 a pack. That's great for the hobby. These dudes don't pay $10 per pack for any of the packs that they have. They get them from distributors. They get a huge discount, some sort of wholesale discount. But after they have 500 boxes and thousands of sealed packs that they got for less than market, now it's a good thing that packs are $10 for you. It's a great thing that the rest of you should have to pay $10 a pack Yeah, okay. It's clearly not necessary for the packs to be $10 a pack when the retail stores are still selling them for between $4 and $6. Scroll the last bad tip today.
A product is actually not being hoarded by armies of rubies in piles of warehouses and houses and buildings and basements and offices. I just don't think that's the case. Everyone's keep buying Pokemon. And everyone's keeping everything sealed, everything's in it. There's all this tinfoil hat shit. And I think the truth is so far from that. It's almost silly.
This is probably the most ridiculous take in my opinion because we literally have countless evidence on social media that mass hoarding of modern sealed Pokemon products is absolutely occurring. I have showed countless photos of this happening in the videos where we visit r/Poke Investing. More people today are buying cases, pallets even of sealed modern Pokemon products to sit on for 5 to 10 years, seems to be the magic number they're all picking, in hopes that the prices will go up and they'll be able to resell them and turn a profit. I mean, here's just a few photos of people's homes. Again, this is just a few people. There are hundreds of thousands of people doing this right now. There are thousands and thousands of other collections that look just like this, with most of the same exact products. There's no tin hat shit happening here. This isn't a big conspiracy made up by, collectors. It's literally documented to be happening all over the internet. You do not know how ridiculous that sounds as you sit there with hundreds of sealed distribution boxes behind you. It does sound ridiculous. There are thousands of Pokemon investors, wannabe investors in the space right now. So much modern sealed product is being hoarded. I cannot stress that enough. And that is all thanks to YouTube channels like Rudy's. For encouraging the hoarding of modern sealed products. These products will remain artificially scarce, likely for like a decade. I'm not sure why he thinks that isn't happening. I'm not sure if he's like living under a rock, or in this case, under a Pokemon sealed case of booster boxes. But this stuff is being held, and it's being held at like alarming rates. And the whole rip and ship thing, guys, that y'all bring up all the time is not going to affect the hoarded sealed product as much as y'all think it will. Also, just to be noted, this guy also told you guys to invest in MetaZoo and the Spider-Man and Avatar: The Last Airbender Magic the Gathering sets, which all have diabolical crashes afterwards. Please don't take anything that the investor bros say in this space hard. At the end of the day, they're all just kind of yapping in order to pump out content, so I definitely don't make impactful decisions based off of what these influencers are telling you to do. And most of them also have a conflict of interest because they're simultaneously selling these things to you while telling you to invest in them. Again, no hate to Ruby or anybody. I just find it case to be insanely goofy. Hope you guys stay broke out there and have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.
You know what to do, spiders? Mine's in place. All systems go. Mine's in place. I'm counting on you, friend. Time for some fireworks. Here we are.
Spring is finally here, and that means it's time to start taking care of it. And over the past few weeks, I've been testing out this robot launch, which to the evil eye feel quite like a little familiar. It looks a lot like the Library 1 that will be the end of last season. I can see that then that it was great and one of my favourite robot releases. But now this isn't the one, or at least it is the one. Except bye. With something which might make your head turn on its side as you try and work out what on earth is needed. It might not be immediately obvious when you see them at the start. It reminds me of that link with the guy who's getting the same shirt in wearing as a friend. But I can assure you now, however small the change of things or negative, the changes get made to the hardware
The world of difference to the overall experience of the live range. For the most part, the core experience remains unchanged, just improved, which is a good thing. Firstly, it's still the same running image congressional experience that looking at a large, brush mowing deck in awesome caterpillar track system. Now that is what really impressed me with the last one, and a rare inclusion for robot lawnmowers, which kind of surprises me still, because the upsides are incredible for the right lawn. The wheel system has a slight update as well, with additional shielding on the inside, and contains new self-cleaning systems within mechanisms to scrape and brush any incorrect dirt free of Now obviously this could have been some of the although I never came across this myself, and I guess now with this update, is identical, and it's still as impressive as when we first tested the original. Just like the one
Shut up! Good night.
Which goes down to the front. Now I can manually control it down with the phone based on those drive control swing and move up and down the slope, lowering it at the same time, which to my knowledge is a very rare feature for a robot lawnmower designed for regular consumer use. I haven't seen that before where you can control it and mow at the same time. The inclining the slope varies, but it's around 35 degrees, which is steeper than most people have driving before. The Limo 1 Plus, just like the Limo.
In Marvel Rivals, there are 3 core strategies that make up every single composition. That would be poke, dive, and brawl. And each one of these compositions want to win in entirely different ways, and if you know exactly what they're trying to do, you can make counter plans, or you can enable those plans' success. Now before we talk about every single character and tell you exactly what composition they fall into, let's break down the 3 comps and give you tips and tricks about how to play them. First up, we have poke, a composition that is centered around long-distance trading of damage and cooldown. You're constantly keeping your distance, trying to find angles so that you can deal damage to certain key targets, and slowly whittling down enemy resources in order to leverage an advantage. Now, if you need a visual for a poke composition, think of a Magneto combined with a Hawkeye and an Adam. None of these characters want to fight from close range to the enemy team, at least until they get substantial advantage. They want to trade damage from range, and they want to slowly generate either value and or whittle down enemy resources before they press or be aggressive. That is a ton of strengths for a poke composition. Number 1, you are always keeping your distance from your opponents, and if you do this correctly, if you keep proper spacing, enemies are outside of their effective range while you're within yours. Like if you're a Hawkeye, for example, up against the Thing wants to come in close and fight you from his effective range, but the work is on him to close the gap, because the entire time that he's away, you're constantly generating pressure, picks, and getting value while he is doing next to nothing. Poke composition oftentimes have an advantage in what we call the neutral fight, because opponents have to initiate or make some sort of play in order to get to their effective or optimal engagement, or you just simply have to maintain a certain range and constantly back away from opponents until you get an advantage, and you win vice versa. The massive advantage of poke compositions, especially in ranked play, is that poke compositions do not require a ton of teamwork to execute. We're all just trying to take angles within a reasonable amount of distance from the primary tank. We're all just trying to output damage and abilities. We're all just trying to generate damage, picks, value, but we're not necessarily doing it together. I don't need 3 people jumping in on a target or closing in on them once I've done damage to them, and there's also no risk involved when it comes to closing out a certain kill. Like, let's say I'm... and they might take an angle on that person or might pressure them or shoot them if they see them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to put themselves in harm's way to do so, which is asking a lot less from your teammates. Now, the next composition I want to talk about is Brawl. And a Brawl composition plays out just basically completely opposite of a poke composition. Instead of fighting from ranges, you're trying to close the gaps and fight people incredibly up close, typically characters that have very close.
Bye. Good night.
Round 2. The web of life and destiny is fragile. Someone has to protect it. in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Nat, you're looking pretty good for, what, 150 years old?
Stopped counting a long time ago.
How long have I been gone at your
The battle starts in 5,
You're
4,
up, little one.
3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
I don't think that's welcoming.
It took us a long time to learn that our powers are limited. We gotta shoot.
Time for some fireworks. We booted and ready to go. Mine's in place. Woohoo! I know that sound.
That's 3.
We're back in action.
Scan initiated. Vigilante activity detected. Initiating surveillance mode. Martial law for your effect.
I'm counting on you, friends.
Unauthorized entry.
Mine's in place.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
Just dying.
System error.
Don't count us out yet. You know what to do, spiders? Time for some fireworks.
Needs assistance.
Fantastic!
Final score: 1, 2, 2. Well, you can't expect to win them all.